I was 9 years old when it first happened. He hit me. He claimed it was my fault because I lied. I didn't lie. I was confused. I did nothing wrong, yet I felt completely responsible for his outrage.
The confusion got steadily worse over the next few years. The beatings became more intense. The names and the words hurt worse than the bruises.
I went to school with a shoe print bruise on my forehead.
He told me I was a failure. I believed him.
And I believed him.
I believed him.
I believed him. How could he be wrong?
I was neglected by the people who should have loved me the most.
I hated Christmas. I hated summers.
Any holiday that meant I had to be home.
I felt completely helpless. I often wondered if I didn't matter to them, did I matter at all? I was told I was a loser.
So I naturally believed them.
How could I not? If they didn't tell me with their words, I was told by their disregard to treat me as a human being with feelings. I felt less than human.
My mind told me that I loved them, that I should love them.
I often had vivid dreams that someone stepped in and rescued me.
As I got older, I began to confide in close friends. They would always ask me why I didn't just leave.
I couldn't leave. How could I? They had provided everything I needed to live. They took me when nobody else wanted me.
I prayed to God, and I prayed He was listening. The thought turned to a calm resolve to do what was right for me. I left.
So I left.
And I left.
You would think this was the end of my story, that the resulting bottomless pit I felt in my heart, the depression and the anxiety that resulted from abuse were more dark and grimy and ugly than anything I had ever experienced or anticipated.
I desperately wanted to feel something, anything. I embarked on a journey filled with dangerous choices and addictive behavior.
No one outside my little family knew what I was struggling with. Those that knew anything about my story always asked me how I turned out so well. They had no idea.
I was dark inside.
I was hopeless.
I hated myself.
I hated myself. I didn't deserve to live. I was a loser and a failure. I wanted to die. Just be done. I contemplated death nearly every day. There was never a moment for years that I felt anything but loathing for myself.
I had to make a choice. I had little hope that it would help at all, but I owed my wife and children the effort to see if I could make life work. I didn't do it for me, I did it for them. I began to feel hope.
I began to actually feel.
For so many years, I had felt shame for being me.
For the abuse.
For leaving.
Shame is a sinister and malicious adversary. It constantly whispers lies into our ears. We begin to agree and whisper back our belief in its lies. We have to realize that in order to heal, we have to eliminate shame. And the only way to eliminate shame is to talk about what we are ashamed of. Speaking truth, as scary as it is, can only bring light. And as we bring our ugly, shameful things to light, it eradicates the darkness in our lives. It gives us peace that we are not alone, and provides us with security that we no longer need to just rely on our own strength. Just like any emotion, shame needs to be fed. It devours silence and secrecy and metastasizes with judgment.
Empathy starves shame, and it shrinks as its deepest secrets are revealed.
I'll never be cured. I can never take away what happened to me.
But I can be someone's hero.
I can be someone's hero.
I can be a hero.
We need to talk about these ugly things. We can no longer hide under the ignorance that domestic violence is not happening to those we know and love. It is happening.
So how can we combat this very real and ugly truth? We stand up and be someone's champion.
We have the fortitude to be empathetic and walk with them on their journey of healing.
The courage to listen, even when it's hard to hear.
All it takes is one.
One person.
A hero.
You.
You be someone's hero.